Hello there, all of you very beautiful people of the interweb. So as always, my name is Daniel, and of course you are watching Music Time, which for those of you who don't know is the time where I talk about music. So today on Music Time launches day 1 in what I announced last week was Oasis week, where instead of, usually I upload 1 video each week, I'm uploading 7, which is 7 albums, 1 each day by the Gallagher brothers. For those of you who don't know, were the main dudes in Oasis. Now, of course, Oasis is broken up. But, yeah, so I plan on reviewing Definitely Maybe, which is what I'm doing today. What's a Story, Morning Glory. Dig Out Your Soul, so, the first 2 Oasis albums and the last one. And then I'm going to review, some albums of post-Oasis, like, the 2 BDI albums and then the 2 Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds albums. So, aside from Definitely Maybe, if there's any of you who would like to, within the next little bit, make your own little review or add some comments in like video format of what you think of some of those later albums, I could possibly feature you in a future video. The album reviews will be going up in that order, with me usually recording the day of or day before. So just, yeah. Anyway, so now for my review of Definitely Maybe. So Definitely Maybe was Oasis's first album, released in 1994. 94. We all remember where we were back then, don't we? Or I don't, because I wasn't born yet. But, Oasis was already alive, and, they released their first album, and I gotta admit, first time or two I listened to this album, there were a few good songs, but I wasn't blown away. A few more listens, though, and I really started to get into this. Like, I don't really think there's a single bad track on the album. It took me a while. There's a few that I might skip, like the song Shake Maker I wasn't blown away by. But pretty much, this is a very good album. Yeah, so the album, it starts off with Rock and Roll Star, which isn't the greatest intro track, but, it starts off. It introduces you into the album. And, if you know my reviews, you know that I am very big into when an album introduces something and then has an outro track, like, concludes it. And, yeah, I feel like Rock and Roll Star, it starts off, the first few seconds of the song is at a nice pace. It doesn't just immediately bring you in. But the final track on the album, Married with Children, just beautifully closes the album, like, pretty much perfectly. It goes nice and slowly. It's this nice little acoustic track, and it's a beautiful song. And I was personally a fan of it, and I feel like it was the best way they could have wrapped up the album. Because I hate it when, an album closes with a song that doesn't sound like something that's closing. Like, I think an album needs to be something that, you could listen to random songs on it, but it should be that you can, if you want to, listen from the first track to the last and have it be just this coherent flow, and I pretty much feel like that's what this album provides. My 3 favorite tracks on the album would have to be Live Forever, Slide Away, which currently that's my favorite, but that's probably because I've heard the other 2 many more times on repeat. And also Married with Children, which of course is the outro track I just talked about. All of those, well, Live Forever is also this very, it's not peaceful, I don't know how to describe it. It's a bit of a slower song, but it's not a slow song. It's a very good song, though. I love the lyrics, which is pretty rare for me in Oasis songs, because I find that Oasis, they don't always have the greatest lyrics out there, but Live Forever, I love the lyrics in that. And I also love the lyrics and the song Slide Away. Those are both very good songs. But then other songs to note, of course, Rock and Roll Star. Supersonic has this very nice rhythm to it. And also one track that I want to say sort of stands out is, sorry, I'm looking at the tracks right now on my phone. Digsy's Diner, which that is Dinner, never mind, it's Digsy's Dinner. It's a very Britpop sounding thing, just the beat of it and everything. I don't know, it's good. But all in all, this is a good, rock, or I guess technically Britpop album. And it's very exceptional work, especially when you consider it's Oasis's first album. And personally, after the second one, they started to go downhill. Although I am a big fan of Don't Believe the Truth. Don't Believe in the Truth, it's one of those things. To be honest, I'm not too familiar with Oasis. I'm a big fan of a lot of their songs, but I haven't actually gone through listening to all their stuff yet, which is why I'm very excited to do this whole Oasis thing. Anyways, that's all I really wanted to say. Start to finish, it's a good album. There is no songs that I would skip on it. And when it's good, it is very good. Like, the tracks, I really love Live Forever. But Slide Away, definitely. Slide Away is a track that I feel if you have not listened to the album, you are probably not familiar with it. But really, look up Slide Away. It's a brilliant song. Yeah, that's all I had to say. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of this review, what you thought of the album, and what you think of just Oasis in general, because, you know, Oasis gets some pretty mixed reviews from time to time. I think the Gallagher brothers are complete dicks, though. Just watch an interview with them. They think they're the greatest. They think that everything they do is the greatest thing ever. Anyways, that's all I want to say. My name has been Daniel, still is. You were just watching Music Time, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye, and thank you for watching Music Time! La 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 la, Music Time! La 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 la, Music Time! La 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 la, Music Time! That's not nearly as awful as I don't think I strummed it hard enough. Oh, now it sounds bad. Get that out of there! Anyways, goodbye, I will talk to you later, and please tune back in tomorrow. Bye.
Slide.